Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Kingdom Mod Let's Play from MacLeod Warband. So, last episode, or at least at the end of it, I asked you guys, basically how should we continue on with this campaign. We've effectively split the Swadians into two small portions, so they have Teverin Castle and Praven over here, as well as a few villages, and then in the east, they have 4 castles and a couple of villages as well. And we basically need to decide which one we should go after first, or how we should go about that. And there was no real clear consensus on what we should do. Both sides made some pretty good points. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go after the eastern part first, because it should go quicker. I can do pretty much all of them with just our party. I don't really need help to take a castle with like 100 or so men. So I don't need to continually call up campaigns like I would if I wanted to go after Praven. Also, the more castles that we have that aren't gifted to any lords, the more lords that should want to come and join us. We already have a few, but 4 more would really up that number and hopefully, draw more people to us. My only concern about that plan is the Kyrgyz over here are going to give us a little bit of trouble if we push too far east. It does look like the Saranids are giving them plenty to think about, though, because they're getting... Actually, I think they're losing to the Vagirs as well. So they might actually get wiped out before the Swadians do, so they may not even be an issue. So with that, let's go ahead and start riding out to... Let's start in the south here, and we'll just kind of zigzag our way up, I guess. I think that makes the most sense. Okay, so we've arrived at, what is this, Raindy Castle, and apparently Count Tamar is here. Let's have a chat with him before we go into this fight, because we might be able to recruit him, and that would be super useful. We've got pretty high relation with him, if I remember right. And he should be honorable, too, so that would be a good pickup for us. In terms of garrison, it looks like 165, not too bad. He's got another 69 here, though. So I prefer to fight just the garrison if I could help it. 6 knights, 9 men-at-arms, 35 cavalry. A lot of militia, though. So definitely doable even with him there, but, I'd prefer to... If this is his castle, we might be able to take it peacefully. So let's see. We'll hail the guard and have a chat with him. 56, that's not too bad. First of all, let's have a chat in private. And what do you think about politics and all that? Let's see. Okay, well, hopefully you're not blind to injustice and you'll join me. How do you feel about the king? You don't like his choice of companions, huh? Well, how do you feel about joining me in upholding the rights of everyone? Let's see. How would it do that? We are one of the more powerful kingdoms at this point, or at least as powerful as everybody else. Certainly more powerful than Swadia. He likes us better, though. And let's see. Okay. So you like what we're fighting for, but you're worried because I don't have enough right to rule, maybe? I should have at least 50. Anyways, make a decision. Cool. Lord Montawar has joined us. Alright. So, cool. Got the castle without even having to fight a battle. That's what I like to see. So, I guess we're up to... Sinugzida? I don't know, why, like a Z and a G. What am I supposed to do with that? Okay, so change of plans. Basically, as soon as I got a decent portion of the way there, the Nords took 2 of these castles, so Tilbout is the only one left that I can actually claim, and honestly, if they beat me to it, I wouldn't be that upset, because it's just less work for me, and again, I wasn't too thrilled about having to conquer this area anyways. I'd much rather stay to the west here, but, I'll take what I can get. So, let's see if we can get over here in time. There's a few people here. Tredian and Mershad. I won't be able to discuss anything with them in private because they're both there, but we can try. Otherwise, it looks like we're fighting just over 200. Let's see, not quite as many militia here. 24 recruits though, which are even worse than that. 3 knights, not a whole lot of elite troops, a lot of low and mid tier stuff, so not the worst fight we've ever seen. So let's request a meeting with Pt.31. I don't remember what our relations were with him. 8. Okay. Let's have a word in private. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. Huh. I wonder if I can lure one of them out. Well, probably not, because their village is actively being raided and they're not going to do anything about it. Who is currently doing that? It looks like the Saranids are. How would I lure them out? I don't think anything's going to lure them out other than just outright defeating them, which is unfortunate. Let's see. What's our relation with MacLeod? Let's see. I feel like it was pretty high. No. Oh, is he our rival? I think he is. I haven't had to deal with him in such a long time. I think I've forgotten. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind defeating him again. Huh. Well, I guess we're going to go ahead and conquer this one. What are we dealing with? Ladders? That is perfect. Let's get to it. Alright, so we've got a pretty interesting map here. We're fighting up a pretty steep hill. Yikes. There goes Sir Alden. He didn't even make it to the ladders. But, not what I was expecting from the terrain. But, I don't think we'll have too much trouble here. Can I get on the big one? Because I know you guys are going to knock me off. Fine, whatever. Our archers are doing some pretty solid work there. Oh, one of mine just went down to an archer, though. Alright, so we made it in. Going after the archers. We've got the enemy fighting up the stairs to my left. We'll go help them out in just a second. I think you guys have a handle on that. Let's see. Archers, can I get you inside and have you set up there? I'm going to go handle these guys while my men hold that position. Looks like it's working out pretty well. They're, again, having to push up the stairs, which is never a fight that you want to be having. Okay. Down you go. Let's club you in the face. Turning around won't save you. Ooh, that looked like it hurt. Alright. I could jump down. Oh. Got like special forces going on over here. Sneaking up on these archers. I'll let them handle that and I'll try to help out here. Looks like they're high enough where I can probably just hit them from the side with this weapon. Otherwise I can stab with my lance or something. Nope, this seems to reach just fine. Nice to see Clovis getting some kills. Looks like my knights are doing plenty of work too. Uh-oh. Those guys down there are not in a great position. Come on, guys. We gotta clear this so we can go help them out. I don't want to lose knights to just having people out of position. Where are my archers at? Archers, where are you guys at? Alright, if you're inside, move over there. And hopefully you can fire down on these guys. Right here is perfect. There we go. That should get them into the fight. Oh boy. Well, it looks like I'm down here now. Man, we took a lot of casualties right there. 2 of my longbows killed. I think it's because they have a bunch of archers deployed. Archers and crossbows. Oh, my own guy blocked me. Get out of here. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Let's wrap this up. Did I not kill that guy? I killed somebody. I don't think it was the one I was aiming at. Come on. There it is. Didn't even get a scratch on me. We did take quite a few casualties though. 8 dead, 11 wounded. Let's see. 3 sergeants, 2 longbows, 2 footmen, 1 hammerman. Could have been a lot worse, so I'll take it. Alright, so Pt.31 escaped. MacLeod also escaped. We did rescue some prisoners. I think I'm just going to fill my party with forest bandits, and I'll leave them in a garrison somewhere because they're actually pretty effective archers. Unless there's something better here. Honestly, no, they're probably fine. Give me whatever here is most expensive. Alright, so with that castle fallen to me, I'm going to go ahead and defer appointment so that hopefully I can lure in some other lords with it. Or even maybe the previous owner, since I'm assuming it was currently, or it was previously in the hands of Pt.31, since he was here. So we'll see about that. Hopefully he comes to join us. I guess with the Nords doing most of the work for me, I don't need to really focus on these other castles. And so we need to hustle to Praven, because I don't want to risk losing any of this to the Nords, since they seem to be pushing really hard on the Swadians. You know, I definitely want this to be mine. I could honestly care less about this stuff. So I'm going to probably swing through Dirham just to sell all the loot we picked up, and then we'll... Actually, you know what? It'd be faster for me to hit Suno. So I'll do that. We'll go to Suno, sell all the stuff that we've got, try to get rid of our prisoners as well, and then go after Praven. Okay, weekly budget is in, and our dye works in Praven is being sequestered, but everything else we've obviously liberated already. And it looks like we're making pretty good money. Voluka's really cranking out the gold for us. Jokala and Yellen are both doing pretty well as well, about 7,000 each. Let's see, overall we made... I cannot read that. It's either 10 or 18, I can't tell which. Based on the change here, I'm going to guess 18, because we went from 32 to 50. But yeah, we are swimming in gold at this point. I got to figure out what I want to do with all this cash. Alright, let's see what we can get for these prisoners. Let's see, we'll do the knights first, then the cav, then these men-at-arms, and the sharpshooters, and the other men-at-arms. And where does that leave us? Oh right, it did it individually. Whoops, my bad. Well, we made some good money. I'm not sure, because we were at like 250, but then I sold all the loot that we picked up, and then I bought some more food, and then we sold the prisoners. So all that together, it looks like we made probably, I think, 1,000 from the loot, and then maybe 3 or 4 from the probably 4 from the prisoners, something like that. I don't know. All right, well, let's leave Suno, and it's time to besiege Praven. Actually, I'm gonna need help with this, so I'm gonna try to find one of my lords in the area, hopefully, and we'll call up a campaign, because I don't think 135 men, 135 men is gonna be enough to take this. It might, but you know, we may not have anything left once that happens. Who's that? Meltor? I'm not familiar with Meltor. Oh man, there's a lot of people here. There's Treddy and Rashad are already here. So apparently in the time it took me to travel to Praven, they've already started rebuilding their parties. Harlos is here with 94 men. Tamar is here with 41. And then we've got 324 in the garrison. Looking at the garrison, though, there's only 2 knights and only 2 men-at-arms. 6 Kalradian men-at-arms, so I guess you could say 8 men-at-arms, although some are infantry, some are cavalry, so it's kind of hard to judge that. 61 Swadian cavalry, though, which are pretty solid infantry as well. But there is a lot of almost 80 recruits. So not exactly an elite garrison here. 45 militia as well. I think, yeah, we could probably do this with the party we have. I just don't think we would have a party left afterward. So I need to find one of my lords to call up a campaign for me. So I'm going to run and do that, and hopefully I can find somebody. Alright, so Count Tamar has tried to leave the castle, and I caught him. So we're going to have a little chat with him, and he's going to have 2 options: join me or die. And interesting. Well, I guess we have to fight then. If I have the opportunity to capture him, I'll let him go, because I'm not sure. He could potentially be honorable, and if he is an honorable lord, I'd like to bring him on board. But if he's not willing to join me at the moment, then I have no recourse but to fight him and dispatch his army so that I have 41 less people to deal with when I take Praven. You know what, everybody go there. Alright, so we managed to take the high ground here. They have smartly moved back into Defilade, so our archers are going to have a tough time getting an angle on them, but we'll do our best. I have my infantry moving up to right about where that rock is. My archers are going to set up right here. I'm actually going to move them forward a bit just so they have a better angle. Meanwhile, cavalry, you guys are going to start your flanking mission over here. So go ahead and start. Archers, do your thing. Looks like we're getting some kills already. Very, very nice. And then we'll have the cavalry charge as well as the infantry. And we should be able to hit them from two sides as the archers continue to pelt them. And I'll actually move the archers up. I'm not really going to bother to engage here. I think my men have this pretty well in hand. Archers move up to here, so anybody trying to flee will get picked off. Oh, one of their cavalry went after my archers, and apparently he's getting his ass kicked by a hammerman right now. Is that the Lord himself? It looks like it is. Yes, it was. Is that the end of our fight? Nope, there's more cavalry back here. Oh, they tried to get tricky and flank me with cavalry. Oh, there we go. Got some knights for backup. How did you guys miss him? I mean, I missed too, but you guys were kind of in my way. And let's see. Ooh. That was pure luck. I was just swinging because I saw him running past. Caught him with the hammer. Come on. Finish him off. There it is. Alright. So other than Sir Aster, no casualties there, period. I'll go ahead and let you go. That'll put us up to 13. I am really hoping that he's honorable and that we can recruit him eventually. I don't really need any more troops. I will upgrade that one. It looks like Clovis leveled up, so we'll go ahead and take care of that. Is this stuff all garbage? That's a decent shield. Okay, so let's level up Clovis real quick. Let's see your skills. What were we working on with you? We were trying to groom him for a lordship, so really anything will work. I'm thinking... Let's get him some charisma, because we're going to need to level up his leadership quite a bit if he's going to become a lord. What else? What else? What else? Pathfinding is going to be very important, as well as tactics. Training is good too. For now, since most of those are unavailable, I will go with... Let's go with riding 4. Most of the really, really good horses in this mod require riding 4 or 5. So right now he's just on like a regular horse, but before we give him his own castle, I'd like to get him on something barded like what we're currently riding. And then let's give you some one-handed skill. Alright, so after waiting a little while and calling up the campaign, I have, let's see, Lord Tribidin here with 100 or so men, Lord Talbar with 120 men, and Lord Delinard with 130 or so. None of their armies are particularly great though. You can see he's got like 40 militia. Talbar, looks like he's doing a little bit better. I don't see any militia, but trained crossbowmen I think are like the lowest. Actually, regular crossbowmen are the lowest. Trained are only slightly better. So not... Oh, tribesmen. So he's got a bunch of recruits. Got it. And then with you, I imagine it's probably similar. So I'm going to wait for maybe like one more lord before we go in here, just because I'd like to not only have a numbers advantage, but troop quality as well. And right now, they're not bringing a whole lot other than numbers. So let's see if we can get one more guy. Alright, and let's see who's showing up. Rokabarth. Rokobarth is here with a couple of knights, some infantry. Infantry being pretty solid infantry, but yeah, I think they're like middle tier, so that's great. He's got 7 cavalry. It's pretty good too. And again, knights. Knights are very deadly in this, and very durable too. So maybe between all these guys we'll have enough. Obviously, we'll have to spend some time building the fortifications, which will give other lords an opportunity to get here. But I think this is going to be a good place to stop, and we'll pick back up with the Siege of Praven in the next episode. It's going to be a pretty interesting one because we're going to be throwing a lot of men at these walls, including myself, King Frederick, and it looks like 4 of my trusted lords as well, and obviously all my companions, versus the fairly large size of the Praven garrison, as well as the troops, the armies stationed there, but also King Harlos himself and 4 of his trusted lords. So this is going to be a pretty hectic fight for us. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and leave it here. Since we are so close to conquering Swadia, we're going to get ready to shift over to the Holy Calradian Empire. We'll make our claim pretty soon. Pretty much once we've taken the remainder of Swadia here, which could very well happen entirely in the next episode. So I am still taking suggestions for our banner. So if you want to mock something up for our heraldry for the Holy Calradic Empire, feel free to let me know in the comments. And whichever one I choose or whichever ones I decide to take inspiration from, I'll give those people shout outs. I've had a couple of great submissions so far. Also, I'm planning I'll make some new armor for the Emperor and his Imperial Guard. I've already made the Imperial Guard armor, actually, and I think it looks pretty cool. So, I think that's everything. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Kingdom for Mount & Blade Warband with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.